Hi all. So we are going to start with parabola. Okay. So in parabola, we'll see what focus, vertex, directrix, later septum, and all those things. Then we'll move on to tangents, different types of tangents, normals, and then different types of normals. Okay, and their relations. After that, we'll see some of the particular cases where they will use in J-means type of questions. So eccentricity you haven't seen in circles. First time you are getting introduced in parabola. Okay. So here, as you all can see, that eccentricity of parabola is what? 1. And eccentricity of ellipses between 0 and 1. Eccentricity of hyperbola is greater than. Okay. So remember, in parabola, eccentricity is equals to 1. So what is eccentricity and all these things? Okay. So let's see is eccentricity. What is eccentricity? Eccentricity is PS by PM. What is PS by PM? So let's see here. P is any point on the parabola. S is focus and M is foot of perpendicular on the directrix. Okay. What is S? S is focus. P is any point on the parabola. M is foot of perpendicular from the point P on the directrix. Okay. So PS by PM ratio should be equals to 1 for parabola. And that ratio is known as also eccentricity. Okay. Next. Vertex. Vertex, all of you can say that it is the intersection point of axis, or you can say axis of symmetry and parabola. Okay. Focus. If the equation is y square is equals to 4ax, okay, a is the length. So in the axis, which is at the distance a from the vertex, that is known as focus. Okay. And what is lattice rectum? We'll see that after some time. Okay. Because here you don't have the equation of parabola. Then we move a little bit below and see that how we can write a normal equation. Okay. So all of you know that eccentricity of parabola how much? Equals to 1. Yes. You have taken S as what? We don't know S. So we have taken S as alpha comma beta. Directrix, we don't know directrix also. So we have taken AX plus BY plus C equals to 0. So we can write what? PS square is equals to E square into PM square. See here, all of you can see that here we can write this part. Yes, this one. Next. After this, we can write what? H minus alpha whole square plus k minus beta whole square. How we can write this? How we can write this? Distance form. Okay, is equals to E square. PM square, how we can write? Foot of perpendicular form. Okay, so that's why we have written what? AH plus BK plus C by root under A square plus B square whole square. Okay, next. You will get a form n ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. Okay, that will be the equation of parabola. Okay, and remember that eccentricity of parabola is equals to 1. So just put it as 1 and form. Okay, like this, there is a question given, and you can form a equation like this. Okay, next, let's see the standard equations, and these are the equations which are going to come in most of the questions. Okay, so first is y square is equals to 4x. So let's make y square is equals to 4ax. So y square is equals to 4ax has a vertex at the point 0, comma 0. Okay. Next, let's see latus rectum. Latus rectum is what? The line which is perpendicular to the axis, or you can say axis of symmetry, and also passes through focus. Okay. So the focus is here a comma 0. Then next. Lattice rectum will be how much? So it is perpendicular, means its x coordinate will be same a and a. So y coordinate will be 2a comma minus 2. So that's why if you will use the distance formula, you will get what? 4a. Okay. Next. What is the directrix equation? So how can you write directrix equation? So we know that it is at same to same distance from the vertex, as it is same to same distance with the focus. The distance of the focus from the vertex and distance of the directrix from the vertex is same. Okay, both are a and a. Okay, so if the point is a comma 0 focus, and if we go with the vertex that is 0 comma 0, so we want to write directrix equation, so it is also a unit this side. Okay, so you will go with x equals to minus. Then like this you have gone with the first one, second one, third one, and fourth. Okay, leftward, rightward, upward, and down. All these four are important because they all can mix any type of questions. Maximum number of times first one only get used, but this is parabola, all of the four will get used. Okay, so remember all these four. Next, we have shifted the point to some other point. Okay, means we have shifted the graph to some point h comma. So what will happen? So all the coordinates will get transferred to h comma k part backwards. Okay, why? If I will say that 0 comma 0 and 5 comma 5 at a distance of 5 root 2. Now I have shifted 0 comma 0 to 4 comma 4. Now the distance between 4 comma 4 and 5 comma 5 is how much? Root 2. Okay, next. So that's why the distance is what? Same. But if you will consider that one as the axis 4 comma 4, now the new 5 comma 5 will behave like 1 comma 1. That's why here h comma k normal equation is what? Y square is equals to 4ax. Next equation for h comma k, it will be y minus k whole square is equals to 4a x minus h. Okay. Next, it is just simple. You have to just shift. You have seen this one in transformations, straight line. Okay. You have the notes of straight lines also. You all can check. There we have discussed in the classes also very deeply about this one. Or if you are absent of, or some of you are absent also, so you all can check in notes also. Okay. So next we have got some of the questions. You all can try. All of them are basic. Okay. This will be your homework part. Next, parametric form. So in parametric form, I have always told you that they always give some parametric form. Always try. So y square is equals to 4x. Put what? 80 square comma 280. Is it satisfying? Yes. 4a square t square is equals to 4a square t square automatically. Same to same I have said for you circle. Okay. Circle is what? X square plus y square is equals to a square. Put x equals to a cos theta, y equals to a sin theta. We have used. Same to same we will use for ellipse also. Same to same we will use for hyperbola also. Same to same we have used in what? Straight line also. Okay. So that's why parametric form, all of them has some of the particular forms only. Okay, so remember this particular forms only. Okay, like for parabola, y square is equals to 4x, you will use what? 80 square comma 280. And for x square is equals to 4ay, you should use 280 comma 80. Okay, based on this parametric form, you have 2 to 3 questions you all can make. Next, positions of a point with respect to the parabola. Okay, so I have told you about these three things: S, S1, and T in last week only. S, S1, and T. These three things will be most important for you for the next week also, this week also, and previous week also. Okay, so S1T, I have explained you again and again. Now I am not going to explain you again this one. You all can check. Okay, next. S1 greater than 0 outside the circle. Okay, here I think so. Hmm, wait, there should be something parabola. Okay, just leave it this one. I will write it this one as parabola. So we have discussed this all the three things in circles. Remember S1 greater than 0 means outside the parabola. S1 equals to 0 means on the parabola, and S1 less than 0 means inside the parabola. Okay. Same to same happen in circle also. Okay. Same to same thing happen in ellipse also. Same to same thing will happen in hyperbola also. Okay. But you have to check by putting the value x1 comma y1. Okay. Next, there is a best question on this example. Okay. So next, various types of tangents we have gone in the tangent. First is slope form. Slope form we have seen in circles also. In circles, what we have discussed, if we want to write slope of any equation, what should we do? We take the line equation as y is equals to mx plus c. We have taken. Next, what we should do? If we have taken the equation as y equals to mx plus c, and the equation of the parabola is y square is equals to 4ax. So, how to write the equation of tangent? So, tangent intersect at only one point. So, you are going to find the point of intersection. So, by putting the y value in the other one. So, if you will put the y value in the other one, you will get what? A quadratic equation in x. Done. Now, if you will get a quadratic equation in x, so you will get 2x values if d is greater than 0. If you will get 1x value means d is equals to 0. And if you are getting no x value means d is less than 0. So for tangent, you will get only one x value means d is equals to 0. So use d equals to 0. You will get the value of c. Okay. So now you will get the value of c. Put the value of c in the equation of line. What is the equation of line? Y equals to mx plus c. So put the value of c. What is the value of c? A by m. Like here I have written y equals to mx plus a by m. So here the value of c is a by m. In the circles, what we have the value of c? Plus minus r root under 1 plus m square. Okay. Next, for tangent of a point on a circle, we use what? T equals to 0. Okay. Y square is converted into y by 1. X is converted into x plus x1 by 2. Then next, parametric form. Here, instead of x1 comma y1, we'll do what? We'll put what? 80 square comma 280. Okay. Why? Because we are using y square is equals to 4x. Okay. And by comparing parametric form and slope form, can you tell that t is equals to 1 by m? Because this thing is going to be used in the further further topic. Okay. In this chapter one. So t equals to 1 by m. Next, we have some of the questions you all can try. Okay. Next, these are the three things, or here I have only given two. See this two. After this, after focal chords and focal distance, there are three important note points. Those three note points are important in mains. Okay. So let's see first this two. If you have two tangents, okay, and they are intersecting at a point. That intersection point is written as a t1 t2 comma a t1 plus t2. Remember this. What is the equation? T1y is equals to x plus a t1 square, and second is t2y is equals to x plus a t2 square. Okay, so their point of intersection is a t1 t2 comma a t1 plus t2. Remember this thing. This thing is important. Those things which are written in green colors, they are important. Okay, next. Director circle. Why I have written here only director circle? Because director circle is made by the intersection of perpendicular tangents. In the above point, we have seen what tangents on. Okay, so here, if they are perpendicular, what I can say the relation between T1 and T2? Can we say any relation? So let's see above. T1, T is what? T is what? T is equals to 1 by M. See here. T is equals to 1 by M. I think so all of you can see this one. If T is equals to 1 by M, then what we can use? What we can use? So T1 is, I can write 1 by M1 and T2 is 1 by M2. Next, if they are perpendicular, means M1 M1 into M2 is minus. Okay, so automatically you have got one relation. Automatically you can find the point. So by using this, you have to find the locus. So automatically, if you will find the locus, you will get a circle. Locus of what? Locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents to the parabola y square is equals to 4x. Okay, so you will get what? The equation of director circle. Okay, so next, focal chord and focal distance. So focal distance is what? PS is equals to PM, done, which we have seen previously on. Next, if you want to write PS length, you all can write very easily. What is PS length? A plus x1. How I can write A plus x1? So first, the center is 0 comma 0. Next, what is the distance? The distance is parallel to axis, and axis is what? X axis. So basically, we have to go with length of x axis. Length of x axis is what? A plus x1. So automatically, we have used A plus x1. Next, focal chord. Focal chord is what? Focal chord is what? Focal chord is what? Focal chord. Think chord which is made from the points on the parabola and also passes through the foci. I think so all of you can remember or not. We have seen this in parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, and all. Okay. So we all can say what is a focal point. Next. So we have done two to three things. We have drawn the focal point and P1, P is taken as T1, Q is taken as T2, S is taken as A comma 0, y square is equals to 4x is the parabola. Okay. And here we have used M1 and M2. Next, if they are intersecting at a point, what is the relation between? So their relation is coming as what? T1 into T2 is minus 1. Okay. Next, tangents are automatically perpendicular. 1 by s cube plus 1 by sp is equals to a. Automatically, we'll get what? A is equals to harmonic mean of sp and sq by. Next, we have seen what? X and y. X and y, we have written this much and this much. How we have written x and y fourth point? By shifting r distance at angle alpha. So A plus R cos alpha, 0 plus R sin alpha from the focus. That's why A comma 0. Next, PQ length. So it is going to be 4A cosec square alpha. Okay. Next, based on this, there is a question you all can solve. Normal. Normal is basically we have to use what? Again, we know the point. We know the slope of the tangent. So we can write the slope of the normal. Done. Write the equation. The equation is what? Y equals to mx minus am minus am cube. Okay. So remember this equation. Okay. Next, all of you can see that this is cubic in m cube. Na? So from here, the main important thing will start. Just remember that normals of parabola. Here, normal equation is y equals to mx minus 2am minus am. Okay. So next, there is equation and all. Now you have seen what I've said. This is equation in m cube. So all the let's say we draw three normals. Okay. So let's say those three normals will meet at a point h comma k. So what will happen? If they will meet at h comma k, means 3 points, 3 points or means three lines are intersecting at a point. Means that point is going to satisfy all these three lines. Means this cubic equation of m will give us the slope of all the three normals, na? All the three normal lines, na? Which were made by Q, P, and R. Yes. From that, we write what? Let's say the roots are M1, M2, M3. So from there, we have written what? Sum of roots, sum of product of two roots, and then product of roots. Okay. So from there, we have written all those three things. So automatically, we can say what? Sum of y coordinates is what? 0. Sum of x coordinates is 2h minus 4a, meaning it is always what? Sum of y coordinates 0. Okay. Next, if we talk about centroid, centroid, if we talk about centroid is what? Sum of x coordinates by 3, comma sum of y coordinates by 3. So sum of x coordinates by 3. We know sum of x coordinates, it is what? 2h minus 4a. But what do we know about sum of y coordinates? Sum of y coordinates. So sum of y coordinates is 0. Means if there is any kind of questions which are having centroid in it in parabola, means they have used this property saying that y coordinates will be 0. Okay, remember they always play with this one only. Okay, so yeah. Next we have what? If one normal slope is 0, so we can write what? M square is equals to h minus 2a by a, or we can write that point of intersection as what? H comma 0. Okay. Next, this third and fourth. Third is what? If a chord is passing, okay, at the point T1 and T2, then what is the relation of T1 and T2? So T2 is equals to minus bracket T1 plus 2 by T1. Fourth one is if two chords are passing at P and Q, and then they will pass through R at T3, then what is the relation between T1, T2, and T3? So T1 into T2 is equals to 2, and T1 plus T2 is equals to minus T2. Okay. So from there, we have completed all this flow. So remember, all this four are basically important for mains. Okay. So basically go through all this four. Next, chords of parabola. So chords of parabola, whenever you have this, use what? Use what? t equals to s1. Okay, t equals to s1 when they have given the midpoint x1 comma y. Okay, and if they have given what chord of contact, then use what t equals to 0. Two things. If they have given what chord of contact or chord of contact, they use what t equals to 0. And if they have given the midpoint x1 comma y1, then we will use what t equals to s. Okay, so remember this two things. Next, these are the four important things which are not enough or not means, important, or you can say too much important for mains. They are basically important for advanced, but you cannot say for mains. Okay, so let's see all this four what they say. So if there is a tangent at the point B to the parabola and it is cutting the directrix at the point A, then it is going to make right angle at S focus. Okay. Next, second one. If there is a tangent and we draw foot of perpendicular from the focus, so it is going to meet at the point where where here you don't know what this line called. Okay, so we say this line as we say this line as we say this line as the line passes through the line passes through vertex and perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. Okay, this is known as this is known as here the y-axis you all call, but you cannot call here the y-axis. Okay, here we need to call as what perpendicular to the axis of symmetry and passes through the vertex. Okay, so if there is a tangent and it is cutting the line which is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry and passes through vertex, so that point is is the perpendicular of what is foot of perpendicular of what the line. Okay, leave it. If you draw uh, sorry for if sorry for that words. If you draw foot of perpendicular from the focus to the tangent, okay, it will meet at the point where the line, the tangent, and foot of perpendicular will meet at a single point on the line which is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry, which is passes through vertex. Okay, remember this. Next, we'll see what third point. When you have seen the definition of parabola, PS by PM is equals to E. For parabola, E is equals to 1. For hyperbola, E is equals to greater than 1. For ellipse, E is equals to 0 to 1. So we are going with for for parabola, there is a tangent we have drawn, and we have seen what PS by PM is equals to E. E is equals to 1 for parabola, and then we draw tangent and it bisects the angle MPS. Okay, just we know about this. Next, if we pass a ray through focus, and it will get reflected back by the parabola, then the reflected ray will be parallel to the axis of symmetry. That nothing else. Last one, area. If you want to find the area of the parabola, it is very easy. Take any 3 points, a t square, comma 2at, a t2 square, comma 2at2, a t3 square, comma 2at3. And then we have seen in determinants, put the values and find the answer. Okay, next, sixth one. Sixth one is Sixth one is you have drawn what? Three tangents. So three tangents will have what? 3 point of intersections. So if they have 3 point of intersections, so if they have 3 point of intersections, take that is at P, Q, and R. Okay. And then there are tangents at the point A, B, and C. The area of triangle ABC is equals to twice the area of triangle PQR. And this question has came in PYQ of advance. Okay. So these are the topics which are basically used in advanced, not in mains. In some of the questions you can see they have used in mains also, but majority of the times they use in advanced. Okay. So till here you have parabola. Okay. From here you all can practice. I haven't shared this before because I was not well from 4 to 5 days. So today only I got well and I've shared this with you. Okay. So those who haven't studied or uh, doesn't have a clear concept to parabola, they all can see. They can start doing questions. If they have any kind of doubt, they all can ask. Okay, in the WhatsApp. Okay, all then start practicing. I will share this with you.